A huge amount of undocumented oral verses still continue to survive among the last generation of rural performers. These oral verses are associated with traditional ritual worships, healing, other cultural practices. Besides this, these verses also narrate about legendary heroes like Thong Nopbe and Rongkharpi Rongbe, and infamous character like Bikha, and also historical episodes like confrontation at Chapanala, bloodshed at Harlow Parbat, Karbis being cotton cultivators at one point of time, the coming of the Karbis from Barak Valley, the promotion and consumption, addiction of opium, and of the Burmese invasion. So we are going to start with Thong Nopbe. We are going to start with Thong Nopbe. The name Thong Nopbe needs no introduction. His name is revered and deified in almost every Karbi household. There are fleeting references of Thong Nopbe in this colonial ethnography. I'm not very used to this. Colonial ethnography, written by Edward Stack and Charles Lyle, called the Mikirs. There, they have written like this. They had fights with the Dimasa or Hill Kataris and were led by Thong Nopbe and other captains, who established a fort at Diangmuk, the ruins of which are still to be seen. We have two other writers, Shubha and Ghosh. The book that they have written is The Anthropology of Northeast India. Therein they have mentioned like this: the Karbis, especially of the Rongkhang area in the vicinity of the Jaintia Hills, lost their warrior Thong Nopbe probably before they encountered the Ahom army advancing from Raha during the reign of King Jayavad Sinha. So these two brief references validate about the existence of a historical personality called Thong Nopbe. Besides this, I would like to read out about Thong Nopbe again. It goes like this. Probably till a decade ago, a few families in the Nongjirong Khasi Panar village, presently inside Karbi Anglong, had the tradition of worshipping Thong Terong. So they still worship Thong Terong. In a recent interview by Mr. Sikari Tiso at Tapat in the border village with Meghalaya in October 2018, an elderly by the name Larsing Partit informed that he was the last priest of the ritual. He recalled of a local legend which involved Hong. There was a confrontation between the villagers of Nongjirong and Raliang, and during the confrontation, Hong was actually called to help them to resolve the issue. So in that process, what actually happened was many people died, and then yes, during the process, many people died, and actually it was a kind of, it was not exactly a confrontation, it was a kind of a conspiracy, which Hong Teron was trying to actually hatch in order to solve this, in order to solve the problem. But what actually happened is that it went the other way around, and some other villagers actually died. It is a long story, but otherwise it goes on like this. And it is written like this again. Hong and his accomplices massacred Nongjirong without any resistance. Hong returned to Jandapur, but he himself fell victim to a similar conspiracy and killed after some years. So we know that there was a historical figure called Hong Nopbe. Coming to the confrontation at Chapanala, E. A. Gay, in his book The History of Assam, mentions about a confrontation that took place between the Ahom forces and the Karbis. It took place in the year 1765 July. And during the time, it seems it was like this. What the Ahom forces did was, they sent two forces. One entered through the hills at the back of Chapanala, and the other force ascended the hill of Jamuna and Kopili rivers. They defeated the Mikirs, burned down their granaries and houses, and what the Mikirs did was, they came with a tribute and sought for forgiveness. This is the song that we have, and this particular song actually narrates about the regularly provoked harassment of the Ahoms against the Karbi villagers. It seems the Karbi villagers were harassed regularly by the Ahoms, and this is sung by our people in the form of this verse here today. Coming to Rongkharpi Rongbe. Rongkharpi Rongbe is another enduring character in Karbi history, and about her, B.C. Allen writes like this. I will read it out again. This legend is referred to in a history of the Dimarwa Rajas compiled in 1772 AD. It goes back to the time when Pratappur was captured by Arimata. Pratappur being captured by Arimata, and a large number of the inhabitants fled to Demara. And what is there? Where is Demara? It is a fertile region in the country of the Kachari Raja. So the Kachari prince had this habit of drinking human milk. So two of his messengers, it seems, once entered a Karbi home, and there they found this Karbi woman nursing her child. And this woman happens to be Rongharpi Rongbe. What these two messengers did was, one of them took hold of the baby and the other started to milk the baby, to milk the mother. So, you know, the woman became angry, and out of anger, what she did was, she killed them with a blow from a hoe. The picture that we have here is, you know, Rongharpi Rongbe holding an axe, but in one version is about Rongharpi Rongbe killing those two messengers with a hoe. So about Rongharpi Rongbe, we come across